Yes, and as David Cameron is pictured on the front page of national newspapers, bodyboarding on his holiday in Cornwall, silly season continues apace. Luckily, we're here at the Makers Cafe in Shoreditch. We're bringing to life silly seasons by 3D printing them to give them real shelf life and legacy. Now, Robbie, this story that we've got today, it's important to say that it probably could have been big news anyway, but the fact that it's taken place in silly season has meant that this story has gone from the showbiz pages right through to the sacred cow that is hard news. It is no less than the story that had us all crying into our cornflakes on Monday morning. One Direction have split, people. If you haven't heard this news, it's absolutely true. There's cheers in the background here. So look, let's track what happened to this story. It was originally broken in the Sun newspaper showbiz section by Dan Wooten on Monday morning as a exclusive. This sparked a media frenzy. We counted nearly 1 million tweets within the first 6 hours, and the ensuing several hundred thousand newspaper articles right across the globe. Now, the difference between this and Take That splitting up, which happened 20 years ago, is of course social media. The Samaritans set up a helpline back then. Social media seems to be the place where fans have taken themselves to console themselves, offer their condolences, messages of some support and some defiance, it must be said, saying, there's a lot of tweets saying sisters will stand together and all this kind of thing. And at this point, the usual bastions of the national conversation took over. There was phone-ins on This Morning and on right across radio. One of my favourites was Classical FM. Right. Would you believe Newsjack the situation with their own cheeky news article saying One Direction, all you need to know, and when you clicked on the link it led to a symphony of theirs. So that was very clever work by them, fair play. And then this was all topped off with the internet currency that is memes. It's not a silly season story without memes, and there were droves of them, which made us all tickle. And at this point the media kind of ate themselves. We had the mainstream media, the Daily Mail and the Guardian, reporting on the rest of the media world and capturing the sentiment on social media and digital. And this told us that silly season was well and truly and taking place. Anyway, we've brought this story to life in the best way possible by 3D printing it. We've got here Harry Styles' bust. Unfortunately, we do apologise to the other One Directioners. They didn't make the grade, but
I'm representing Zayn. It's all right.
All right, good man, good man. All right, so Robbie, tell us what we've got here.
Okay, so this is basically the beauty of 3D printing is that not only can you design things yourself, but you have access to all these files online. So this is actually a 3D scan of Harry Styles' head that we have then converted into this bust form, and we have actually therefore taken that information, printed it. So without him really knowing, I don't know if he's aware that he's got a 3D scan of his face and head on the internet, but we've got it.
As we talk, we can see a queue of One Direction fans outside, so we're going to have to lock the doors. But if you want to come down and see this at the Makers Cafe in Shoreditch, we'll be in the shop window. And do join us next week where we will be discussing another silly season story. Thank you very much.